are going back to SG now, and we had a real harrowing experience at Portugal airport where we almost missed our flight because they only had 3 people at the customs counters, and there was such a queue that snaked many times, and we were at the back. We were barely half an hour before the plane departs. Whoa. And lo and behold, there was a fellow Singaporean whom I recognized as Singaporean from his distinctly Singaporean accent, who was asking people whether he could cut queue so that he can board on time because his flight was in 20 minutes time or so. And I realized we were probably on the same flight, the Etihad flight. So I followed suit and asked people in front of me whether I could cut queue. All the way quite successfully to somewhere 2/3 along the queue. And then more people joined us along the way and we broke free from the crowd. To the right of the crowd, and we actually went to the right side, the front right of the crowd, and there we were stopped by customs officers who said we had to get back to the queue. So they said that we have to be in a queue, we cannot separate ourselves and put ourselves at one side and then expect to go first. So cleverly, I think it's cleverly anyway, I injected myself back to the queue at the beginning. And at the same time, there was a commotion because some Brazilians began to protest, saying that it's pretty unfair. And I saw on the ticket that their flight was 8:50, whereas ours was 8:25. So then they started arguing with someone in the queue also who was also taking the Etihad flight, and they quarreled. And despite the begging from this poor man, the Brazilians were loud and insistent that they could not do that or we could not cut queue and have priority. It was quite insane. And unfortunately for there's one poor family with a father, mother and a child who I didn't think made it because I saw them right back in the middle of the queue again. I don't think they could have made it for the 8:25 flight because I didn't see them on the plane. But guess what? I saw our fellow Singaporean on the flight, and there he made it, and so did I. So what can I say? Singaporeans, we are quite resourceful. We do try our best to get things done and make sure we fulfill our responsibilities, and under conditions of stress we are actually quite resourceful. We think out of the box. We do what others perhaps wouldn't have done. For instance, the family who got left behind. I felt that the father was kind of unused to perhaps this kind of pushiness, but in this case I think the pushiness is justified. Anyway, it was quite an experience, but we made it. After the customs, we had to race to the gate, which was a distance away. I think we probably ran like 2 km. So we had a good exercise, we had a good experience, and we made it to Abu Dhabi where we were transiting. And Abu Dhabi, because we're already in the transit lounge, we could afford to have a little bit more time to have a luxurious break of tea and salad. And so here we are waiting to board our flight to Singapore. And that's it. That's the last leg back to sunny Singapore and back to work and back to the grind of everyday life. Ciao for now.